Hello guys, it's my pleasure to welcome you guys to my channel, Laser Graphics and Multimedia. My name is Rafi Yakub right here, and in today's video I'm going to teach you guys how you can create simple paper cut text effects in Photoshop, step-by-step tutorial. But before I dive into the tutorial, if you are very new to this channel, please remember to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so each time I post content about Photoshop tutorial, you'll be notified. And lastly, if you have any question for me as far as this tutorial is concerned, you can put your question in the comment section down below. So with that being said, so let's dive into the tutorial and see how you can create a realistic paper cut text effect in Photoshop. So let's get started. So first thing first, you have to go to your type tool from the tools bar right here. Select your type tool. So having select your type tools, then you have to choose your font style and your font size. So I'm using Roboto Black, font size 72 and color black. Then you have to come down to the bottom right here and make a new layer. Then next thing you have to do is to make a type. So paper. So once you're able to type, you can go back to your pick tools. Now you need to centralize this particular text into the midpoint. So for you to do that, you have to come to the home tab right here, go to select, click on all. Then from the alignment panel here, align vertical center and align horizontal center. So this allows your text to move to the center of the page. Next step you have to take is to go back to select and click on deselect. Okay, with that, we can go back to the background layer, which is this gray color. For you, when you go back to your background layer, you have to come to the home tab here, go to edit and look for free transform. So having get to this stage, you have to come to the home top here and drag your ruler and snap to the center point of the page. So you're going to have it this way. Next thing you have to do is to come to the pick tools here and select your move tool. Now we need to work on this particular text right here. So we have to work it, the cutout. Okay, so you have to go back to the text layer. So when you go back to your text layer, you have to select your type tools again and then click on the text, press Ctrl A to make a whole selection. Then you have to come to the color palette from the home tab here. Click on the color picker and then you can change the color to whatever color of your choice. So right here, I'm trying to play around with orange, the stuff like this, and you click on OK. So once you're satisfied with the color, then you click on accept. Okay, at this point here, we can add some effects to text. But before that, we have to make a duplicate of this text. So for you to do that, you have to go to your layer panel here, right click on the layer panel and make sure you make a duplicate. Once you make a duplicate, you have to name it 1 or 2 rather, and click on OK. Okay, so this duplicate one here is what we are going to use as a cutout paragraph. So we have to fall back to the original text. So have to go back to the layer, right click on the layer, and then we have to go to blending option to add some effect into this particular text. So once you get here, you have to go to your inner shadow. So double click on the inner shadow and this is pump up. You can change the color of the inner shadow to whatever color of your choice and click on OK. And then you can increase the color of inner shadow. You can reduce the distance. So once you're satisfied with everything right here, you click on OK. Right. So the next step we have to take is to bring back to the second layer. We bring it back to life. All you have to do is to click on indicate layer visible. So it make the layer visible again. So once it's become visible, we have to go back to our type tools. We need to change this color to another thing. So we have to select the type tool and then Press Ctrl here on your keyboard to select the type, to select all the type. Then you have to come to the color palette here. We have to change this color to white. So that is the color code for white. So once you're able to change it to white, then you hit on OK. Oh, sorry. Then click on OK. So once you are able to change it, go back to your pick tools to approve the transform. Next step you have to take here is to right click on this and rasterize the layer. Once you rasterize the layer, then you can be able to cut this text. For you to do that, you have to come to your home tab right here, select the home tab, select the rectangular marquee tool, and then drag all over and make sure you select all the top shape, all the top text. Sorry, Ctrl Z. Just drag all over. And make sure you did not go beyond the divided ruler. Okay. So once you are able to get to this point, next thing you have to do is to press Ctrl J on your keyboard. So once you press Ctrl J, it's going to cut into another layer. For you to be sure of that, you have to fall back to the layer right here and hide the layer. So you can see we have it cut into the layer. So next step you have to take is to go back to your move tool, and then you have to go to edit now and look for free transform. So having get to this page, you have to right click again and make sure you look for skew. Then you have to skew the type. Okay, 15.4. Okay, so you have to click on here now to approve the transform and click on apply. Okay, next thing you have to do is to fall back to the original type here, make the layer visible again, and then the next thing you have to do is to select your rectangular marquee tool and drag all over from the top and make sure it snaps to the page. It snaps to the ruler. Then press delete key on your keyboard. Okay. Press Ctrl D to deselect. Then V to remove to. So you have to go back to your bottom shape. Now we have to change this particular color here so that we'll be able to have in different color. For you to do that, you just have to right click on the layer here. Once you right click on the layer, then you have to look for blending option. Then here you have to double click on the color overlay. Then you have to change the color from here and change the color to light gray. And then hit on OK and OK. So next thing you have to do here is to go back to your toolbar, your menu bar here, and click on edit. Make sure you look for free transform. So once you get here, right click on it and make sure you look for skew. This time around, you have to skew and make sure you maintain the same figure, which is 15.4. Or better still, you can come to the top here and type in the figure here, 15.4. Then you have to click on Pick Tools and click on Apply. Then we have to take the ruler back. So we have to select the background color now. Then you have to select this text and Control key down and select the upper one. Then align. Then you have to select this, Shift key and select the first layer, and then make sure you align them. Then you have to select the first layer and then press Control key down and select the bottom layer and then align to the top. Finally, we have to select the first layer, second layer, and the third layer, and then we have to group them. Once you group them together, press Ctrl T to open the transform tools. Once we group them together, press Ctrl T to open the transform tools so we can adjust and rotate it to whatever percentage. Shift key and alternative key on your keyboard to make it more bold. So we have to work on this bottom color. You right click again and go back to the blending options. Then go to your color overlay. Boom. And then click on OK. Control minus. Control minus. So guys, this is how you can create a paper cut text effect in Photoshop step-by-step tutorial. I hope you guys find value for this video. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a big thumb up, and also don't forget to subscribe for more tutorial like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.